It's a grizzly.
Should we get out of here?
No. We're gonna watch and listen.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Wow, there's Standing Stones, Kathy A. and Denise and Gene Hudson. Well, hello everybody. How's everybody doing on this Wednesday afternoon? Oh, we got Lulu. We got everybody starting to slide in. Hello there, everybody. Welcome, Ninja Dave. Nice to see you there. So, yeah, I am like packing up a storm, and I still can't find everything, what I'm doing. So, yeah, I was asked to throw my links out there. You know, I greatly appreciate y'all doing that. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Yeah, lovely Rita Maid. Hello there, Rita. Yeah, Standing Stones. Do not give up on painting. I love to see you painting. So, hello there, Tim in Ohio. What you up to?
Hello, Grizz, and hello, everyone. I'm doing all right.
So, yeah, fascinating. So, I'm looking for my 44 mag. And somebody asked me last night, what do you need a 44 mag for? I'm like, well, it's for bears and hopefully not what's on our back screen, but you never know. But anyway, yeah, so I'm still packing and doing all the shows and promos. So what were we praying for Gary for? Is something happening? Because I have been busy all day. Is something happening to Gary? So somebody fill me in because I have been kind of off social media. I've been sending out Discord notices to everybody. So, yes, hopefully Gary's okay. Oh, so today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim wanted to talk about Dogman. And it's very fascinating because down here in the LBL, which is the land between the lakes, which everybody is acquainted with. It's between Kentucky and Tennessee. And also in Salt Fork, Ohio, is a very well-known area for dogman as well. The phenomenon with Gary's in the clinic, they're running tests. He's done. So somebody fill me in on my messenger or Discord. So yes, I will definitely send prayers out. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for letting us know, and keep us posted on our other shows as we go on, and definitely always keep us posted. Hello, Dr. Derek Hilton. Nice to see you. Round of applause coming in on LinkedIn. Good to see you, sir. Always nice to have you on our channel, and nice to see you. And I like to have you as a guest too, so reach out to me, Dr. Derek. I like to have some insight on some of your stuff that you do. So thank you. And so the fascination with dogman, a lot of people do not believe in this phenomenon. However, the people that have encountered this, oh, you're welcome, Dr. Derek, is that some people encounter this creature as a flesh and blood, and others will encounter this creature as a supernatural being. In Upper Michigan, yes, Gene Hudson has this creature in plethora counties in Michigan, and this creature goes back in Michigan, I think, to 1938, I believe, documented, or 48. But I think that one of the things that Daryl Denton, former mayor of Tennessee, was talking about on our show that with Tim, is that as they were driving through LBL, this thing was laying in a ditch watching them. And Brother Martin got out and he said a prayer and it evaporated, or something along those lines. And I've heard this stating as well that people will pray and it just dissipates. However, in other cases, that this phenomenon will also make the creature make horrible noises and screams and flee the area with prayer to God. What is your take on this, Tim?
Well, that's what I've been hearing too, that if you pray and ask for protection in front of them, that they'll leave you alone. But there is also, like you're saying, the flesh and blood, and there's been reports of flesh and blood ones, and there've been reports of people being attacked by them. There was a report of a woman in North Carolina that got killed, and they found the police report and the autopsy report said that she had canine DNA on them, but they can't exclusively say if it was wild canines or domestic canines. So it could, but it was the witnesses and stuff to that said it was not a canine, it was a canine-like creature. And then there was a boy in Kentucky, the woman, she was it was in 2019. The boy in Kentucky was in I think it was I can't remember. It was anyways, he was 13 years old. It's been a few years back, and the eyewitnesses and stuff to that said that it was a canine-like creature that they seen carrying him off through the woods, and he was found on a cliffside where nobody, couldn't have been a bear or anything, carried him to a cliffside. He was a 13-year-old young man. So they found him deceased too, but they wrote it off as a canine attack too. But these creatures are something that you don't want to mess with. We've run into them in Salt Fork, and they're not nice creatures. And there's a lot of things that I've heard that people say I've heard of Vietnam vets saying that they was used in Vietnam as tunnel rats to bring out the Vietnamese. I've heard of the government trained them. I've heard many different encounters and accounts. I had a real good friend. He was a truck driver and he drove for the government. He had a high clearance, security clearance, and he was a U.S. Marine recon. Is the only reason he got into the clearance to drive for the government. And he's been into underground bases and stuff, which he is deceased now, so they can't do nothing to him. He told me face to face, and I know the man wasn't a liar. He called me his little brother. And that he was in an underground laboratory, and he's seen these creatures that the government was doing experiments on, half man, half dog, also reptilian half man, also horse half man, and mermaids, or man, or what do you want to call them? And he's seen all this with his own two eyes.
So let's step back for a moment. So we know these things exist. We know that people encounter these creatures because people across America are not making this stuff up. We've seen it on TV, on paranormal shows. We have people that are actually coming forth with credible, I would say, footage that, in my book, that's not been documented or doctored in any way. But, and then we have people saying that they're seeing these creatures with collars that look like they have gadgets on them to where like they are GPS trackers.
Yep.
And we also heard this with the creatures such as Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Now, that would indicate to me that man or G-man, that we would call government, would be monitoring or tracking these creatures. Wouldn't you say the same?
Yep, sure would. Yeah, they have knowledge of it, and then the government keeps a lot hidden and a lot under these other agencies that, like the Men in Black and other agencies that they keep on the down low. Yeah, I guarantee they know it, and they're tracking them, and I guarantee they have something to do with genetically modifying them too.
Well, anytime that there is something that is along this nature, we all heard of the Beast of Bray Road, right?
Yep.
It's something that we all heard. We've seen documentaries on them. And if you haven't, it's Bray Road, Bray Road, and you can Google it. There are very many people that goes out there and actually documented it and does saying, welcome, Chio Rio. Welcome to the show. Hello. Welcome, Tails, Toad in the Dark. Welcome. Nice to see you. However, you know, it's that, so there's two sides of this creature that's disturbing. So yes, we do have a flesh and blood side of it, but we also have the supernatural, it seems like, right?
Yep.
So that is what's disturbing. So if we look at both sides of this creature, how is it possible? So God, right, makes things, creatures seen and unseen. So, all right, I agree with that. But how far does science or these mad scientists go and create things or genetically mutate something? So we look at Stalin. Look what Stalin was trying to do with gorillas and women, right?
Yep, that was in the World War II.
Now, look at what Hitler and what he was trying to do with all the genetics that he was trying to create in the pure race, blonde, blue eyes, in the men, the superior race, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on right now behind closed doors? What is going on in the underground tunnels? What is going on in these caves behind Geneva conventions that where no rules can touch? What is happening that we do not know about? I mean, come on, let's be realistic, ladies and gentlemen. Gene Hudson says for iHeartRadios, it always surprises me that you believe that people have gifts, but you find hard to believe that forest people and dogmen have them. I think that these creatures have some type of abilities. They have to, just like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, because there's no way that these creatures or beings can have anything around us and just unzip reality and just disappear. I mean, I'm flashing pictures that are up here that people have documented. I mean, how can you explain this? I mean, they're capturing something, right? They are capturing something. They are manipulating our electronics.
Yep.
Lone Star Supernatural says Hitler alleged experiments seem more like simple genetic modification, keeping a race pure. Only best qualities is still form a genetic modification. Absolutely.
Yep.
Sean says Nazis didn't lose the morphid. Roger says, I think they used chimps and orangutans as well in Russia when they were trying to make super soldiers. Yes, absolutely. Welcome, Woo Rider. But the problem is, now look at our technologies, ladies and gentlemen. What are they doing that we do not know about?
Well, they was doing genetic modifying back in the Bible, in the Tower of Babel. What was his name? The emperor, the king of the Tower of Babel. Oh, I can't remember it right offhand. But he was using it to genetically modify himself to make himself into a giant.
Well, you got to tell me, ladies and gentlemen, that things in this world today, that the technology they have, that nobody is playing Jurassic Park. Woo Rider says Nazi submarines in space is also said to happen. You know, nobody believed that Hitler did not have a flying saucer until they had that 7 seconds flying over the buildings. So, yes.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of hidden truth that's been hidden, and they keep it on the hush hush. A lot of knowledge that we had and they've hid.
And then we have people that state that has come forward on shows that have grown up with these alleged creatures and state that they are not harmless, that they will kill, dismember you. And then on the other hand, that people state that they played with them, that they will not harm you, that they will protect you. I don't know.
I don't either. The ones that I've so far that I've heard encounters and stuff back, they wasn't nice. I mean, they're very aggressive.
I don't know. I do not want to encounter a dogman. I don't know what their intentions are. I do not know what they're here for. So, hi, Derek. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. Hi, Tammy Johnson. Welcome to the show.
Well, if you go all the way back to Egyptian times and stuff, they're inscribed on the walls in the pharaohs' tombs and everything. They were supposed to be some kind of protector of the dead or something like that in their theology.
Gene Hudson says, in every race, you have your good and your bad and your ugly. Lone Star, supernatural. Even a dog is nice to some people and mean to others.
Exactly.
Rather not chance it. Ha ha.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know their temperament. They can be the most playfulest dog in the state around kids and everything until it comes across the person that it does not like.
Welcome, Sherry. Nice to have you on the show. Round of applause. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I never found a dog man, never came across a dog man. I don't know what I would do, but many people have. I've seen the people. I have talked to people that have encountered them. I've seen the cars that have been damaged by dog man, that has been attacked by dog man, allegedly. Roger Blair says if a dog man has been around forever like Bigfoot, could there be a chance that G-Man uses the DNA of dog man to try to create super soldiers? Yes, Roger, I do believe in that.
Yep, I do too.
Why not?
Just like I was saying,
go ahead.
My friend, just like I was saying, my friend seen the laboratory where they was doing all kinds of experiments on all kinds of human, half other creatures, and I knew the man not to lie. But he didn't know what he was hauling because they load the trailer and he just drive in and off. But that time, one of the guards took him through the facility and showed him what the facility was doing, and he's seen these creatures, several different kinds of creatures, in this facility that they was doing tests on and enacting with them.
Sightings of dog man have been increasingly drastically recently. I don't know why. People stated they reported seeing horrifying half man, half dog cryptid that can run at insane speeds, ladies and gentlemen, and attack unpredictably and then disappear without a trace. I don't understand this. Even though people have recently begun discussing dogman tales of these cryptid exploits. But what is a dogman? I mean, where do they come from? I don't understand that. Why can't we catch them is my thing. Sightings of dogman have been increasingly over the past decade. I mean, it's horrifying. What is it? I mean, people, just think about it. What is it? I don't understand this.
You get
it's
more
just fascinating
on social media and stuff, and they're getting the courage to come out and tell their encounters now. That's the reason you're getting so many encounter stories of dogman, Bigfoot, and other cryptids.
Well, I know that we are also getting a lot of fairy tales and a lot of fake sightings, and I know those are also in the mix. I understand that, ladies and gentlemen. But what about these ones that actually have damage to their vehicles? You know, I mean, look at the one that goes back to, what was it, the Steve Cook in 1987 with the April Fool's Day. Remember that one?
Yeah.
You remember April Fool's Day, the radio called The Legend, the Dogman song? That's how it all started. Yes. Isn't that insane?
Yep. But I was told that on our group that someone over in, which is about 50 miles from me now, which is called Bucyrus, there was a eyewitness to a dogman there in I think it was 75 or 76, and there was a newspaper article and all this supposed to have been wrote up about. I haven't got a chance to research to make sure it's all true, but the person that told it on the group page is a truthful person.
Well, another one that really spikes my interest is the one I think it was in 1965, was the mother and daughter driving the rural area in Monroe County. They saw a hairy man-thing creature running from their vehicle, and it punched the 17-year-old, and the woman, I think, slammed on the brakes. That actually made it. I think the Monroe County was also in Upper UP. So, yes. So, and this is where I'm saying, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, why are these people going to just fabricate this stuff? Look at all the incidents in LBL, Land Between the Lakes, and all the things, the horrible incidents that happened down there with the Cherokee, the Indian tribes. Gene Hudson, the song in Lower Michigan, Gable films they played in the film showed a dog man, all fours. It got so bad for the Gable film, they said it was fake, but someone who sees it was real. I never forget that one, the film where that guy filmed that one and was on all fours that was coming at him. And they took it off YouTube. That was actually, I believe, real, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I also heard of an encounter in southeastern Ohio that happened in the 70s. The one that there was three, that was the one brother seen three. He got attacked, and then if his brother was sitting only like 75 yards from him, they was illegally deer hunting with high-powered rifles in Ohio. But he explicitly told every detail of the attack, and his brother had a 30-30 rifle, and he had a 30-06. And the dog man started after his brother, and his brother emptied his 30-30 into his chest and didn't slow it down. And the other brother was shooting the 30-06, shot it in the shoulder at the first time because it was coming crossways towards his brother, and he shot it in the shoulder with the first shot, and it just flinched. And then the second shot he decided he better head shoot the thing and see if he could kill it, because he knew it was going to kill his brother.
Yeah,
and he led in front of its head and shot and hit it right below the eye, killed it, but it still got to his brother and made a swipe and cut his Carhartt jacket, flannel shirt, T-shirt, and everything clean to the skin, and the strap on his Carhartt coveralls, he cut it completely in two. And the doctors and the law and all of them called it a canine attack, but the man in black showed up and everything. But the creatures come back and carried off their partner before the man in black could get it.
You know, it's always something. You're never going to recover a body if something does happen. So, yes. Thank you, Roger. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please follow us. But no, it's just no matter if you do. I mean, I've heard that people actually take shots at them and it doesn't hurt them, doesn't slow them down. There's that supernatural function to them somehow. So, yes.
Yeah, 30-30 is not a small caliber rifle. 30-06 is not either. That's a 30-06 is what the M1 Grand uses, and that's a military size cartridge. So yeah, it's not a small weapon.
It just goes to show that, you know, it's the supernatural. I mean, but what other stories has the audience heard out there? It's just fascinating because myths, fiction, what else? I don't know.
But a lot of these encounters of them, like I say, was back before there was ever any mention of even the internet or anything.
Well, anymore, you don't even hear about the encounters because it's so far-fetched, and anymore they're classified as animal attacks or wildlife attacks and covered up.
Yeah. And like I said, in the one autopsy and the DNA and stuff, they can't tell the difference between a domestic canine or a wild canine, or even, well, a dogman can be considered a wild canine too. From just the hair and the hair and the hair follicles, they can't tell the difference if it's domesticated, wild, or
unless you actually have a eyewitness, and then they're going to discredit it because you were either under the influence of something or something along those lines. They're going to discredit you because of your mental. Yeah, but this is the one I was talking about, the video they took down off the internet. This is the one that I said that was legit. The one that came running at the guy when he was hunting. This was in 2007. This is the Gable film that everybody was talking about in the chat. So that I don't think was fabricated. I think that I do believe that film to be authenticated. So
I know you get a different vibe when one of them things are around. I'm telling you that right now. It is different vibe and totally different than a Bigfoot vibe.
yeah, Gene Hudson, I do believe that is real, and that was actually taken off the internet years ago. So yes, I do believe in that. I do believe that was real. But however it may be, there's only still shots left of it. So, but I don't know. But it's interesting because people come across these things out in the forest, in the woods, when they least suspect it, and they disturb them because they don't when they come across them, they're not making a bunch of noise, and they're usually either in a creek doing something, or they're not paying attention and they just walk up on them, just like they do when they are walking up on Bigfoot or Sasquatch, when they are observing them, whether they're hunting or getting ready to take game. Hello, JD Smooth. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you there. Welcome. So, yeah, so it's very fascinating. However, I do not think they're werewolves. I think werewolves are a different type of creature or being. Because werewolves, I think they transform, and I do not think Dogman transforms. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, the legend of the werewolf is a man that turns into a werewolf.
That is correct.
And that come from overseas. And I think it was in Romania.
Yeah, so there are different type, and I'm not an expert in any of this about any means, but there are different types of dogmans, they say, and different breeds. I don't get close enough to tell by spots or stripes, however that is. So, but I don't want to mess with any of them.
Well, in Louisiana and down in the Cajun country, that's called the rougarou. And they say that it's an evil spirit that takes over a man and they transform. So I don't know how much that's true, but they believe and down there it's the rougarou and not a dog man.
They actually do believe in that because one of our co-hosts actually talks about it. They do have festivals on that. Rougarou, very interesting. Rougarou. Let's see here. I'm going to try to pull something up here. It brings up gym equipment. So we know it's not that. But no, it's very interesting because every culture's got some type. Yes, we have seen the small town monsters in the LBL. It's very interesting. We had Daryl Denton on the show. Was it last week or the week before?
Last week, I think.
Yeah, last week. I had to stop and think. My weeks are running together. So, yeah, that's right, Gene. Don't tell the Cajuns they're not real, boy. Oh, well, shit, whatever get you on the hind leg there, boy. And they will sure to get the mad at you. You tell them that the rougarous are not the real. Then I'll tell you, boy, they get real mad at you. Yeah, they sure will. They'll get mad. I actually told one that they were full of crap, and boy, I tell you, they tell me to take me out to the swamp, that boy, and I want to see me 40 years. But yeah,
you be gator paid out there, buddy.
Yes, that is true. So
you don't disrespect the Cajuns or the people in the hills.
Welcome, Liana. Yeah, JD says we also got the Gugway. I don't want to meet a Gugway. I am good on that. So yes, no, I am good. I don't want to meet a Gugway. Those are some nasty beasts. But yes, that's why I carry holy water for the dog man or dog men, however you want to breed that term. But yeah, it just makes you wonder because how did they come to be, right? What brought them into existence? Same thing with Bigfoot. What brought them into existence? Was it God? Some people said they're fallen angels, Bigfoot or Sasquatch were, because of they mated with women on Earth, and that was the breed that was born. Who knows, right? But I don't know.
Yeah, you can't. The history's been so much tucking away and hidden, and it's not been passed down. So yeah, you have problems of really proving any of this, but you can go to ancient texts and they talk about, well, the fallen ones that come to earth and taught men all these things, and then they mated with the women and called these giants and Nephilim, and they mated with animals and made these beasts and everything else. Can't prove none of it. It's all theories, because the ancient texts are wrote in so many different languages and stuff that's hard to interpret it by what they meant by each individual word. But yeah, but we're stuck with the reality. These things are real, and we're trying to find out what are they, what they come from, what are they safe to be around, or do you need to carry protection all the time while you're in the woods or out away from your home?
Well, I don't know, because it makes you wonder, right? Because you got some people say they're good, some people say they're bad. You look on, some people say they know your intention. Is that the same thing with Dogman? Is it dependent on your breed? Do they know your intentions when they come? Or do they just not want you in your territory, and they're territorial, and they want you out, and they will take your life? I don't know. I don't run into Dogman. So it says the first sighting of Dogman on record was 1887. And that was in Wexford County, 1887. 1917, a sheriff who was out walking found a driverless wagon in tracks in the dust. 1937, Paris, Michigan. There was so yeah, that's very graphic. So yeah, so then 1938, a man was fishing at Muskegon River, encountered a wild dog that stood on its hind legs and glared at him. So so this goes back, pretty far, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
and that's just in Michigan. And people back then didn't know. Welcome, Little Twisted, and everybody. And people didn't know what this was. No. Still today, I've taken reports in Tennessee to where people will be driving, and there will be this huge dog. I'm talking something like that I could ride. And the dog would just stand up on its hind legs. They'll be like, what the hell, Grizzly? This dog was just like, and it was like a big wolf. And it just stood up and looked at me. And it was like, what the hell? And I was like, well, how tall was it? It was like 7.5 foot tall. And it's like, what do you say to that? And they had people in the car that witnesses with them, and they weren't drinking. And these were women. It's just like, Gene says, Grizzly, some packs just want to be left to raise their families. Some would just as soon take your life and look at it. That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Here's the saying: you don't know what encounter they would have with. I know, right, JD? You don't know what they would with another human. So yes, but and these are recent ones in Tennessee within the past 2.5 years, and these are on country roads. Take me home to the place I belong.
That's West Virginia, man. That's West Virginia, man.
I know, but I'm just saying country roads, man. And then you want to know why I'm on the back roads. You're like, we're just going for a ride. Hey, And some of the places Tim took me, Tim didn't know I had extra. Man, you don't know where my car could have got a flat 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, man, and stuff be hiding in the bush. I'm just
you got to be safe. You got to use your head. Now, ever since I've been dealing in these rabbit holes in this cryptid world that I got introduced to pretty abruptly. I carry now. If I ain't got it on me, it's in my car when I'm out.
Ask him. I bought extra magazines and extra ammo. When I went up to Ohio, I was like, dude, you got a gun store? He's like, yeah, well, I was like, I need some extra ammo and extra magazines. I do. You damn right I carry. So, yes. And I ain't going to tell you what I carry, but I do. So, yes, I do. You just never know when some booger is going to jump out with you, or Dogman, or Ewok, or Munchkin, whatever. And we're sitting in the middle of the damn woods or a field with no lights, nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, Irene.
Well, they can see lights, so you got to be sitting there and try to be stealthy, even though they know you're already there. But
yeah, and then Cletus over here lights a cigarette and scares the bejeekers out of you.
They're trying to keep the
damn you, Tim. But we had a good time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we did, man. Because man, you hear a twig break, you be like, "Did you hear that?"
They get close when you don't have no lights or nothing. No, they get pretty close.
Hey, let me tell you something. You damn right, a Munchkin. You know those 10-foot tall Bigfoots crawls on all four. So when you're looking up here, I'm looking down here, and I'm looking for those weeds to be doing this number. Yes, I am ready.
Yeah.
So, hey, you don't call me Yosemite Sam for nothing. I don't know if they remember Yosemite Sam on the cartoon.
Oh, probably not. It was in politically correct. You know, you're not allowed to go around and shoot guns.
Like that. I told Tim. Tim said, I think that's the police rolling out. I'm like, no, they're just spotlighting. Next thing you know, we got hit with the spotlight. I'm like, yeah, that's the police.
Yeah. You know when the police is around.
Oh, that was funny as hell that night. He was trying to figure out what the hell we were doing in the dark with all those lasers.
Yeah. But people are spotlighting. They ain't spotlighting woods. They're going to spotlight fields. They're out hunting for something to eat.
Hey, Melinda. That cop rode up and he looked at it. He probably was like, what the hell's all those lasers all over? Because he would ask, I was like, dude, something's moving. We can't see it. So I got my lasers out trying to figure out what's moving. Yeah. It was funny as hell. So, we didn't have bacon. I mean, don't even start that bacon jokes on me. but you know, so when I played JD, when I was doing the call blaster, I thought Tim was trying to fly in the chair because he looked like he was flapping his wings. So I finally cut it off, and I hear something coming through the trees. I was like, damn, what the hell is that? Tim's like, no, that's the third one.
Yeah, I was just catching it between the sound blasting.
Something was throwing some stuff through the top of the trees, and it was big. I was like, damn, what is that? He said, that was the third one. I was like, no, joke.
Exactly.
He was trying to tell me to turn off the call blaster. So yeah, that was funny.
They'd got up on top of us, and I would have never heard them coming, son.
Yeah, I was playing different varieties of Bigfoot calls. I was playing the howls, the screams, a mixture all at once. And evidently it did not like it. So
no, you was peeing it off. I knew it was there. And I told you before you started, I said, we've been watched. I knew it.
I looked over, it looked like he was trying to fly. I believe I can fly. I was like, what the hell, Tim? I turned it off, man. He's like, and I heard, I was like, oh, hell, what's that, Tim? He's like, they're throwing something. I was like, no, man. It's like, it was big, too. I couldn't believe it. And, yeah.
They had to be big pieces of wood. They was throwing.
It was something. Because, I mean, if you never heard something go through the treetops, it was big. And I was like, damn. He was like, that was the third one. And he was trying to tell me to stop. Because I was looking this way and he was looking that way and it was coming this way. And of course, we didn't get none of that on film. And I was like, damn it. But yes, it was hilarious. Because I mean, that's what was going through my mind when I was did you blow that I didn't have the special horn. I wish I did, because I've heard that before, JD, and that's wild, man. That is insane. That is, but that would have been a perfect location to blow that. And because we were out in the middle, I'll show you where we're at. Let me blow up a picture. Let me blow up a picture here, and let me show you where we're at. And JD, it's right here on my my Facebook. I got my Facebook open. Oh, that's funny. Blow up a picture.
Yeah, you're right in the middle of nowhere's out there. You're
here. I can. Oh, almost shut down the whole system. All right, let me show you, JD. We were way out nowhere. That's why I was packing so much. And this deer looked at us right there when we was pulling up. I'm like, what the hell? Just look at us. So we were out, and I'm like, way out in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So we were just driving along. So
he's got all kinds of pictures if he ever gets them off the camera.
What happened? I stopped sharing.
No, it's still going.
Well, I had to bring it back up. So, but I mean, we were way out here. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and that's why I said it would have been a prime location to blow it. So there's the video of the laser. You can't see it because it's not real good, but that's like, what do you say, a couple hundred yards, Tim?
Yeah, that's about 150, 160 yards, yeah.
And you can't tell because it's not, but it's wild. But I wish you could see how that looked at night. But that's actual video you're looking at right now. And it's not a still picture.
It was amazing. They had about 300 to 400 feet of the whole timberline and field covered in dots. So they wasn't going to move. And I mean, they wasn't really far apart. I mean, they was like a foot or two apart, but you would have been able to tell anything moves. Right there's where I got the picture of the one.
Yeah,
right there's where we was sitting. Yeah.
So what was interesting is that I was telling Tim is something was moving in the dark. I was like, dude, I'm we had the moon behind us, like, something's moving. And I was like, you suckers, I'm gonna get you. So I'm reaching my bag and got the damn lasers out. I was like, I'm gonna get you. And because the moon, it was just above us where you can see along the edge of the field in the brush.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing something walking. And I was like, that is not a human being walking. So that's why I got the lasers out.
Ain't no human being walk around out there in the dark.
Yeah, so it was interesting. So
you go out there in the dark, you see it one time, you know why ain't no human beings going to walk around in there. We was out there on moonlight nights. Take you out there when they have the moon out. But
I went in to download the film where I got Tim with the Sierra sounds, where I scared the hell out of them.
Yeah,
and it got zapped. It's corrupted. But my other film on the SD card's fine. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, man, I blasted that. I thought he saw me get the Sierra sounds out, and he didn't see it. And when it went off, oh, man, it was hilarious.
I seen you get the speaker out, but I figure, and then you give me the night vision thing, and I'm looking, I'm scanning every little leaf and twig, and then he flips that sucker on. I like to jump down the skin.
Oh, it was funny, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know why, but yeah, I've got all the video on there. It shows it's on there on the SD card, and when I go to play it or download it, it says it's corrupted. But everything else on it's fine, so I don't know why.
Oh,
That's how it goes. Yeah.
You scared me, man, and they didn't like it when you scared me.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget tonight our new show starts up at 7:00. So make sure tune in for that. Come early because it's going to fill up quick. I'm telling you, it's going to fill up quick, ladies and gentlemen. So you want to get in early. 7 p.m. Eastern time. Don't be late. I went ahead and advertised everywhere for that show. Tim, I had a great time. Tomorrow I will be on the road. I'll do some Facebook lives to show you the trip, and I'll be doing a lot of posting to fill you in. And thanks, guys, for and everything, and Denise and everybody. I'll continue to throw the links out there for whatever y'all want to do and to help out, and greatly appreciate that. And anything y'all want to do, also while I'm on the trip, we'll do some lives where I'm at and bring y'all into the studios and where I'm filming and where we're filming at, and show you what's going on behind the scenes. So stay tuned for that. And from coast to coast, around the world, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you at 7 p.m. Eastern. See you, Tim. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you later,
take care.
Everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's a grizzly.
Should we get out of here?
No, we're gonna watch and listen.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, shit, should we run?
No.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, should we run?
Okay. It's a grizzly.
Are you sure it's not a chipmunk? Action. No, get out of here. Action.
It's a grizzly.
I'm out of here.
Huh. Maybe it is a chipmunk. It's a grizzly.
Are we gonna die?
I don't know. We're just gonna sit here and listen and watch.
Let's get out of here, maybe.
Fall!